As a first-time buyer, there are so many hurdles you need to navigate in order to achieve mortgage success. In this video, I provide 5 must-know secrets that every first-time buyer needs to know. Let's go. Hi, my name's Alex Kerr. I'm a qualified mortgage broker and my passion is simplifying the mortgage process for first-time buyers. Let's get into the vid. Secret number 1, when you are purchasing a property and you submit your mortgage application, you will have a choice of 3 different surveys, also known as valuations, that you can choose from. By default, the mortgage lender will offer a basic valuation. This is just a quick once over the property and to provide the value of the property to the mortgage lender. Any major and obvious defects will be noted. A home buyer's report is a much more thorough survey in where they will take specialist equipment into the property to measure for dampness on the walls and floors, which can be a huge problem and often covered up easily by the seller by repainting the walls or replastering. So if you see either of these, it could be a red flag. A home buyer's report will also provide a much more comprehensive report on the structure, electrics, heating systems, and it will give you a scoring system with any required maintenance provided at the back of the report, along with estimates in cost. I would recommend a home buyer's report to anyone buying a property unless it's a Victorian or has had major structural works. Then you need to be looking at a full structural survey. These more comprehensive reports can save you thousands in the long run and put you in a good position to renegotiate the purchase price should any defects be uncovered, which a basic survey will often miss. I've left templates to the different types of surveys that you can have in the description below. You can also obtain a free home buyer's report or full structural report quote by using our portal. mortgagechain.co.uk, select quote, then survey quote. It's well worth it. Secret number 2 is to put yourself in the very best position you can. The 3 main areas of a mortgage application where the majority of mortgages are declined are around income, employment status and debt to income ratio. In regards to income, most lenders will lend 4.5 times your single or joint income after deductions of commitments and expenses. Use a mortgage lender's affordability calculator rather than going into the mortgage process blind would be my suggestion. In regards to employment status, this is around 2 areas. The first being, are you employed, self-employed, a contractor, a 0 hours worker, an agency worker, umbrella company, a limited company, and so on. If you are anything other than employed, then be sure to check the mortgage lender's criteria to see their rules around employment status. You may need to check quite a few different lenders. The second part of employment status is how long have you been continuously employed for within the same line of work. If you only have 3 months behind you or less, then your application will be judged a lot stronger. My go-to area for employment is 12 months continuous employment history within the same line of work to give yourself the best chance for mortgage success. There are of course mortgage lenders who will look at anything from 1 day to 3 months. If you are going to proceed on this basis, then just make sure your situation is strong in other areas. Finally, debt to income ratio. A lot of lenders will automatically decline the case if your debt to income ratio is around 40% or more. To give you a simple calculation, if your income was £10,000 and your debts were £4,000 or more, your debt to income ratio would be 40% or more. My preferred area is 20% or less. Of course, you can go up to the allowable limit, but as soon as you are close to the line in any area of the application, the more chance there is of a decline. The reality is that most first-time buyers are not going to have the perfect situation across the board, but the fewer you have, the better. Secret number 3 is understand when viewing a property that people buy people. If I were viewing the property, I would be looking at the property and showing how much I like it and pointing out parts of the property that you really like. Then when you place your offer on a property, why not provide the reasons you are offering on the property and the elements of the property you really liked. This will help you connect with the seller and help you stand out within the competition, as well as coming across as more genuine, giving the sellers more confidence that the sale will go through. If you want to go one more than that and really stand out, then provide a video of your offer and your favourite part of the property and why you would like to buy it, and ask your estate agent to forward that on to the seller. If you imagine the estate agent will have a huge amount of emails to go through, why not stand out with a letter and a video offer? In your video, thank the sellers for the viewing and describe why you want to buy the property and anything else you want to add. I would suggest making the video around 30 seconds. Of course, this will not guarantee you success, but anything you can do to stand out is going to help. Secret number 4 is around the solicitor process. Unless you are very lucky, the process will probably go something like this. You will instruct your solicitors. At this point, you will get lots of communication, some type of welcome pack or care pack sent out to complete and send back to your solicitors, and then a request for your search fees, usually around £300. At some point, the searches will be returned to you along with any other documents such as the contract. However, in between times, you will likely send emails which do not receive any responses. You will likely leave telephone messages which do not get returned. This is very common, and my advice firstly is to stay calm and try and follow up any message with something assertive. Do not bring emotion into it, just keep it strictly business. In my experience, after 2 or 3 emails, becoming more assertive and to the point each time normally does the trick. However, if you find that after 3, 4 or 5 messages, still nothing, just go onto the solicitor's website, find out who the partners of the firm are and email them outlining you have requested information over 4 or 5 times or however many messages it has been, and you've received no response and that you are now concerned that your process is not progressing. You will normally find this does the trick. In the unlikely event this does not work, then find out who the owner is and go to them directly. It's okay to show frustration, just do it in a quick way, as we do need solicitors and they are often overloaded with work. It's not always your solicitor's fault all of the time. It can be that the company takes on more work that they can handle and therefore the communication part is watered down. In my experience, I wouldn't panic if you do not receive too much communication at times, as solicitors will normally pop up when they need to. But like I said, you will often get times where the communication is poor throughout. Just follow the above steps and that should get you back on track. Secret number 5 is to be aware that this process is likely going to be one of the most stressful times that you can go through. So just do everything in order to prepare properly. Make sure you check your credit files, make sure you are on the voters roll, make sure you have the correct documents, make sure you have got your agreement in principle just before placing an offer. Make sure it's with the correct lender by checking the lender's criteria. Make sure you are quick in the property market, get those alerts set up. React quickly. Make sure your situation is solid, especially around employment, income and debt to income ratio. Stay calm at all times, respond to estate agents and solicitors with clarity, directness and be assertive and persistent, not emotional. Be aware you will likely face hurdles, but hurdles can be overcome. And finally, I am a big believer in what is meant to be is meant to be. If you face bad news, just remember that behind every dark cloud is a silver lining. Just keep going. Persistency is the key and will get you where you need to go. Today's question: have you faced any of the issues mentioned within this video? What did you do to overcome them? I would love to know and for you to be able to share them with other first-time buyers. Mortgage warning. Please note, we do need to let you know that your home may be repossessed if you do not keep up repayments on your mortgage. So thanks for watching today's video. I hope it has provided you with some useful tips. Please check out the show notes for a recap with access to any links discussed today. Please consider subscribing and ringing the bell to receive notifications on our latest videos. I've been Alex Kerr, providing the best tools and tips to first-time buyers. I'll see you in the next one.